All right, good morning. Heading to the gym. Saturday morning, and going to the gym a little later than I normally would when I don't have the boys on a Saturday. Slept a little extra. The dog that I'm dog sitting, oh yeah, you guys probably don't know, or did I tell you? I'm dog sitting, and a little happy little thing, cute, but that was interesting last night. But anyway, I'm heading to the gym, and today is, being with Christmas on Monday, it pushed my days back. So normally I'd finish on Friday with an extra day on Saturday, but now I'm finishing today because the gym wasn't open on Christmas. And so this is finishing this first cycle with my coach. Today is upper body focus, and shoulders and some biceps and stuff, and tries, I think. and so we're pushing that today. Today is max weight for the reps, what I can get up for. Or doing RPE style, rate of perceived exertion, and so doing sets of, depending on the exercise, 8 or 12, and set reps. Next week, the next plan, we're going to reps in reserve, so it's a little bit different on how we're structuring the weights and such. But anyway, both are solid, and so going to get a good Saturday morning here. That dog yapping, barking as I was leaving. Hopefully she's okay. I'm gone and doesn't tear up the place. But I got her in kind of an area in the kitchen that I kind of walled off, and she's not that big, so I don't think she's going to be jumping over it. Or I don't know if she's strong enough to push around the things. But we'll find out. And so and so I guess we'll see what happens, right? And okay. And sorry, thought I saw something. Work this last week for overall was a little bit slower week. Last week of the year, in between Christmas and New Year's, always that way. But despite that, still more deals are happening. Things are coming in, and we have some more sales guys joining starting next week, which is pretty slick. And so we're continuing to grow. And 2024 is a launch year, launching into new levels, new heights, but also starting a new baseline for where we'll be. And we have a lot of great things in place and things that we can now turn on, that we know how to do. And our processing team, our admin team is solid, and we get a good thing going on when we need to bring new people on, and which is pretty darn exciting. We just need to, what do we need? What are we going to read up next? We're going to be working on a little bit of our onboarding, and so when we have a new salesperson join the process they go through, we want to refine that a little bit, and just to make it they can get going a little bit faster for everybody, or for them when they come on and hit the ground running a little bit and make it smooth. Now, what we have isn't bad. We just want to make it better. But it's always a little complicated because everybody comes in at different levels on the sales side. Some are coming in with deals right away or pretty soon. Some are not. And so their needs are always a little bit different. So we got to make it adjustments so we could do it on scale, but still meet people where they are at. And scale's our big thing. And I know I've shared before is that we try to do everything with scale in mind. Will this work? Yes. Okay. But will it work when we 10x it, 50x it, 100x it? No. Okay. Well, what do we need to do to make sure that it can scale to that higher levels? Now, it doesn't mean that we get everything perfect, where it's perfectly scalable to those levels right away. Is because you have to have the trade-off of how long will it take to do that, and is it necessary, completely necessary at this moment? Okay. If it's not, and is that get to a spot where it's really good and serviceable, and then improve it as we go. And it's always improving. That's one of the things with my coach is working on my exercises, my lifts, so I can do them optimally for hypertrophy, muscle growth. And I go and I send my videos in and making these tweaks. And sometimes like with my squats, for example, I'm having a hard time with certain movement of it. Like overall, if you look at it, it looks pretty good, but there's little nuance things that the coach has seen to make it better. And so I can get the most attention to wanting to grow my quads and my muscles, right? It's like, that's why I'm doing it, is to do it so I can get the most bang for my buck. If I'm going to do the exercise, do it right and get the most out of it. And, you know, I see some guys in the gym, and I just, you know, they've been, one guy I see, you know, what he does his legs, he stacks on so much weight, whether it's a leg press or the squats or the calf machine. I've seen them, and everything is super small range of motion. Like a squat going down very little and up, the leg press machine going down a little and up. You know, the same thing with calves, and while it looks good, he's not getting the actual benefit of what he's trying to get. He's not even really getting that stronger either because of how low the range of motion, but it's not helping his hypertrophy, building his muscles, and it's actually dangerous. And doing it the wrong way is because he's got all this extra weight on his joints that he doesn't need to have and shouldn't have, based on his range of motion. And I don't think it's my place to say anything, but I don't know, maybe I should, but I'm not a pro, but if you saw what I'm talking about, you would know exactly what I mean, and don't want anything bad to happen. So maybe I'll have to ask him. Maybe I'll ask him, okay, why? I see when you do it, maybe why do you, when you do it, you go down that much versus going really deep or whatever. Maybe that's the way to do it. But anyway, always be optimizing, always be improving, trying to get better, and so you can get the most out of what you do. If you're going to be doing it, might as well do it right and get the most out of it. You know, I'll hear people talk about, hey, I work 50, 60 hours a week, and I see their production, I see their results. I'm like, there's no way you're actually working 50, 60 hours a week with the results that you have. Even if you're so bad, you get better results, but you get some results, but they're using their time poorly. You know, they're making themselves busy instead of productive. And, you know, sometimes like you have to work longer at something initially till you get the hang of it and more efficient with it. So there is that. But if you're still, after a bunch of time, still putting all these hours in, having no results, one is everything you're doing is completely wrong. Or two is you're not really putting that much time in, but you're trying to make yourself feel better, saying that you are, you know, hey, I'm working this hard and all this stuff, when in reality you're really not. And that's what majority of people do. Because even when you do something, at least in sales, you do it enough times, you're going to get results. It might not be efficient and optimal, but you'll still get results. All right, I'm at the gym. You have yourself a great day. Talk to you soon.